growing sweet potatoes today, guys. Welcome to the channel. Live well. Today, guys, as you can see, we've got some compost here, and we're going to be adding some extra compost on the bed. You know, so this is the bed I did, where I did put the original compost on it. It's the first complete bed, so I might just finish it off with the sweet potato, and obviously I'll be moving on to the next ones and just repeating the process, guys. Right, so I'm going to be using like a pit-free compost. It's really just more like a mulch, but it's just to give a little bit of you know, depth to the bed, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a simple process, guys. I'm just gonna just spread it out like that. I'm gonna use 2 of them because I just thought, you know, I just think like it's just better, you know, to give it a little bit of a mount rather than it going directly down into the bed. And as you know, it's like a no-dig bed, so I don't know how difficult it would be to dig them out at the end if they get too deep into the no-dig bed. So let's just try to grow them on top of this, and hopefully they will kind of make their way down. Let's pull out these 2 carrots, it's not needed anymore. Let's put it on the compost bin. Alright guys, so once I've done that, I'm just gonna basically just spread it out. Nothing major, like I always say, like to keep it simple, guys, yeah? Yeah, just trying to just even it out a little, guys, so we have equal amount of compost, hopefully. Yeah, so as you can see, this is like a pit-free compost, and it's really like, you know, when I'm using it, I more use it like a mulch. I don't use it to fertilize, and I also use it to sow my seeds, my seedlings. It's a very good compost for that. Alright guys, so once we've done that, we can grab our slips. Now some of these are a little bit long, guys. They are a little bit long, but hopefully that shouldn't make much of a difference to our result in the end. And it's just going to be, as they're a bit long, I'm going to kind of try to put them, you know, like at an angle like this, and just cover that, guys. It's not a hard process per se, guys, you know, but we're trying to keep it as simple as possible here. And then we're just going to try to go like a foot away from the previous one, and then we're just going to repeat the process. So guys, like we always say about that time, are you growing any potatoes this year? If you are, what variety are you growing? You know, let us know. Let us know if you've grown them in the past, you know, what results you've had. I mean, you know, use the comment, guys. You know, it's free. Let us know, we can have a conversation there. Yes guys, and as you know, sweet potatoes, they come from a warm climate. So preferably when you start to grow them outdoors, try to do it after the frost has passed, or at least when, you know, your weather is getting warm. You know what I'm saying to you? So that's one of the things. And also they take about 90 to 100 days. So be patient, guys, be patient. You're gonna have a little time in between, you know? Then I may put another bag on top again as they catch up, because like I said, this is more like a mulch, and it may start fading away, you know, after a while. And yes guys, and you know, as also we like to say, what, you know, we like to talk about the vitamins and the mineral, guys, you know. So they're good in vitamin A, they're good for your fiber, and they're also good with vitamin C, guys. You know what I'm saying to you? Yeah, so when you're growing organically, you also know that you're going to be taking care of your body. You know, you won't be adding any pesticides, any other kind of stuff in there, so you know that your food is going to be as organic as it's going to be. Yes guys, fiber, don't forget the fiber, very good for that as well, guys. So yeah, grow some sweet potatoes, guys, grow some sweet potatoes. Follow us here on Live Well, you know, maybe you'll see our results, you get me, and keep along. Like I said, this will be the 3rd year I'm literally trying to grow the sweet potato, but I've been doing it all different time of the year. So this time I decided to start early. We're now in April now, close to the ending of April. So hopefully by the time May comes in, we should be good to go. And yes guys, I was saying, they're good for fiber, but they're also low in fat, you know. And another thing is as well, apparently they're very good for your eyesight. So you know, what can we do, guys? Let's keep growing the good food, you know. And then the more we grow, the better we get at it. And you know, what can we do? It's a source of food, and we should be able to, you know, like grow our own food. You know what I'm saying to you? We are one of the only, I would say, intelligent creatures in the world that still have to pay for its food or pay for things, you know, that they can do themselves. It really does not make sense, you know. So yeah, guys, grow some sweet potato. You know, let us know, you know, if you are growing any, like I said earlier. And or just come in the comment and say hello, guys, a quick hi, you know. I'll give it an acknowledgement so you'd know that I saw your post. But yeah, guys, if you have not subscribed already, please subscribe if you've got this far in the video. What we're trying to do is grow our own food, you know, teach people how to grow their own food, guys. And you know, that's the main thing. You know, if you don't know, you can't do it. And if you make it look difficult when you're trying to learn, then a lot of people is just gonna turn away. You understand? So let's keep it simple, like I keep saying, and hopefully we should get some nice result at the ending of it. Right, guys, so we're nearly at the ending, so let me just put the last one in, or maybe last two, and then I will come back and give them a good watering again. And maybe how I see it with the water, if I have to add another bag of compost on top again, I'll do that. But the idea is to try to just keep as much moisture in as possible. And then as I've just planted them today, maybe tomorrow or the next 3 days, 4 days, I'll be watering them every day, just to make sure that they catch, you know, because this initially was in water, so they might, I don't know if they need time to climatize from the water to the soil, but they're going to take a little time to adjust themselves. So we give them the 3-day period, you know, of water. Let's put this one at the end in here. This one is a cardboard extension I've just created, and just put a little bit of compost, which is how all of these beds was made. But so by the time the sweet potato starts growing, the cardboard would have you know, decayed away, turned to a little bit of worm food, compost style. And then yeah, we should have the bare ground underneath, and the potato should be able to do its thing from there. Alright, guys, so this is the last one, guys. As you can see, this was our potato video. I'm really hoping that, you know, you've enjoyed it, or at least learn a little something from it. And on that note, guys, I'd just like for to say, let's live well, guys, and together we grow. Bless. Yes, guys, especially for the first watering, make sure you give it a good soaking. Allow the roots or the plant itself, you know, to establish itself. Oh, and as well, even though it's warm in the daytime at the moment, in the evenings it does get cold, colder than it would be in a tropical place. So I will also be covering these guys with a fleece. So I will show you guys what the fleece looks like. Right, guys, so this is our fleece. It comes in a roll like this, you know. I did get this back in the days when Wilco's used to be a store and things was easy. Alright, but let me just rest plastic here. So I would like to show you guys what it looks like. So when you get it, it comes in a roll, and you basically open it out, and it's like a thin fabric, really see-through. You could literally see through it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rest it over the sweet potatoes, so at night they get a little bit of warmth will stay in with them, and they should be able to, you know, handle the night times. When May comes and the weather is super hot, then I'll take it off, and the plants by then should have established themselves. So it's just a little bit of protection, you know, for them either way. Maybe birds or whatever may not come and peck at them, you know. Just protect them, guys, you know, especially when they're brand new like this, when they're brand new sowings, brand new seedlings, whatever you want to call them. You need to keep them protected. But after about a week or so, guys, they'll get the roots and you're good to go. You know, they're quite drought resistant and stuff like that. So you don't have much to worry about once they start to go, once they get going. Alright, guys, so what I'll do is I'll get on with the fleecing, and then that'll be it. Bless.